Hey guys.
By the way, I just had a great idea before we started the video. I think Thomas needs a new band called Solace of the Heart.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to
where they do cover songs of like popular 80s ballads.
When it comes to song creation,
oh, he's a genius.
He's a genius.
But when it comes to titles,
when it comes to titles for like the name of the bands and stuff,
or even the albums,
yeah,
or songs. It's like 6 Degrees of Separation with Kevin Bacon. Everything is correlated to one another.
Yeah, like
that's what I said. Solace of the Heart.
Like halfway, before this, he was like, "Oh, they're going on tour and whatever," which is what.
Yeah. Oh, they're going on tour today. The Wolfheart is going on tour with Before the Dawn. See, I had to stop there because
before we started recording, we were sitting here and he kept telling me, but he would change. It would either be Dawn of Solace or Before the Dawn, and he told me this like 3 times. I'm like, is it like one or the other?
Before the Dawn of Solace.
Before the Dawn of Solace, yeah.
All right. So anyways, it's Wolfheart, Before the Dawn. They're going on tour and they're taking their friends, our friends in Hinayana with them, trekking across Europe. And it's double duties for Thomas because he's going to go on drums. That set is finished. Not that show, but that set is finished. He's got to take all his shit down. And then he's got to prepare for Wolfheart that comes next.
Yeah, because it's not even like, it's not even...
there's not a one in between, no?
Yeah, there's not one in between, which... dude, that's tough. Like, I thought Hinayana would be the second band, just to give him a little bit of a breather.
They're kind of like an add-on. Like, it's really about those 2 bands kind of going on tour together and doing these shows together. So they're kind of coming in as, as a good add-on. Don't get me wrong. Fuck, that's a great bill, if you ask me.
Especially if you're a Wolfheart fan going there.
There's no bad band.
Yeah.
And Hinayana is like the Wolfheart of the States.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to enjoy yourself.
Actually, in their new album, Hinayana's new album, there's a song with Thomas on vocals. So there you go. Maybe they'll do that song.
Probably.
I think that's asking too much, though.
Then these are all 3 sets.
Then he's going to be in all 3 sets. So anyways, Wolfheart, The Hammer, live at Summer Breeze in 2023. Fuck, I can't remember the last time. Let me set this up. I can't remember the last time we've done a live video. Fuck, it's been a long time. So excited about this. You ready?
Yeah.
Nice pit. He's a beast.
He scares me, man. He scares
He's
me.
a beast.
Thank you, Summer Breeze.
Stories are told about Vangelis that when he threw a guitar pick into the crowd, he took somebody's eye. That's how strong he is. It's like a ninja star. He looks a little bit like Lou Ferrigno, but just like the Greek version of... You don't even know who Lou Ferrigno is.
I've heard him before, though.
Yeah, he was a bodybuilder and like he did movies back in the day. He's an Italian guy, Lou Ferrigno. Google him. Just Lou Ferrigno had short hair. But anyways, so what do you think about the? I guess this was the last song of the set.
Yeah,
I think that's a safe bet.
that's a safe bet. Yeah.
So what do you think about? Before you tell me what you think, first time that you see those mic stands.
Those mic stands are fucking
I
awesome.
saw them here in Toronto when they played with Flesh God Apocalypse, and I was really impressed because from a stage setup point of view, from every single time that I've seen them, that to me was, well, not just to me, to everybody, it was completely new. It was something different that they had never brought with them before.
Yeah.
And I thought that it filled in the stage a little bit more, and it looks fucking cool.
Well, yeah, because this is a big stage, right? But
here it fills it up nicely.
Here it fills it up really nice because you're gonna have those like.
You almost have the horns touching each other.
You have those little tree things.
Yeah, and the backdrop.
The backdrop, and then you have their big banner in the back, and you have the horns basically touching each other because that's how small the stage is. I think that's one. They're cool as fuck. Me seeing them, but now I can imagine it being more like a ritual because how small you have it on stage now.
Yeah, and depending on where you are in the venue, your angle, right? When they're singing, it almost looks like they have a mask with the horns on. Obviously, depends on the angle that you're on, right?
Yeah.
But the stage is higher than you, so you're normally from an angle where you're looking from downwards to upwards. So it gives you that perspective that it almost looks like something out of a Heilung concert where they're wearing like horns and shit. They're not, but just because of the angles, sometimes it gives you that that perspective. So, anyways, I wanted to mention that the horns.
Yeah, they look awesome, dude.
So, what do you think about the... I mean, it's not like we never heard this song before, but it was definitely nice to watch the video.
It was nice to see them doing their thing. God, Vangelis is so scary. He's like an absolute beast on the guitar. Like, seeing him go at it, and he like moves around that guitar like it's nothing. And that's like the Gibson body, like the Les Paul body, and that shit like is heavy. Like mine is heavy. And this guy's just like throwing it around like it's fucking nothing.
It's a toothpick.
To him, yeah. It's like Razor Ramon's toothpick. Like that's what it is to him. He's a scary dude, but he does absolutely shred. And I mean, they know how to put on a good show. I mean, this live is pretty similar to an experience you'll get on the record.
But what did you think about the vocals? Because live gives a different dynamic because it also feels a little bit more raw.
Yeah,
right?
but it's cool that they did that. It's to change it up from it just being what you would get on the record. I fucking love that. You know, the dual vocals while Thomas can take a break.
He's gonna need it on this tour.
He's gonna need it on this tour. They did really well, and I think all three sets of vocals. Obviously, Thomas. Fucking amazing.
Laurie had done vocals. I mean, Laurie had done vocals before, like more like backing vocals. He's done some vocals and stuff like that. So adding him and giving him a role is not completely over the last two records. Is not completely like out of the. It wasn't not a complete shocker. Vangelis in his own band. He sings too. I mean, so if you have the tools,
you might as well use them.
Why not use it?
Exactly.
So and if it fits the song and if it works well. I must say, live works really well.
Yeah, it gives a good stage dynamic. It does.
It makes the experience live more lively.
Yeah.
Versus just having
one guy on one side, one guy on the other side,
and just playing. Playing and singing. Not because they're not a band due to their music, due to their size. They're not a band that, and I don't mean the size of the band. I mean like their physical size. They're not a bunch of guys that are going to jump off of the drum riser and do spin-a-roonies and. They're not Lamb of God. That's not what they're going to do.
I was going to say, they're not Electric Callboy.
Or Korn or whatever. The bands that do that kind of shit. That's not their gimmick, and that's not their style. That's not who they are. So
this is a good way of changing it up.
And create more dynamics.
With creating more dynamics without having to.
Not just live, but you create those dynamics in the studio because you're making the songs, you're recording the song. But then live, it really gives you more to do, and it gives you more for people to connect with. It makes the experience a little bit more immersive.
Yeah, everyone's switching around. It does. It makes it way more immersive.
Yeah, it makes you feel like there's more going on. You know, because you have to be cognitive of or I think that's the right word for this expression. But anyways, you have to be aware. Like, I'm gonna simplify it, dumb it down. You got to be aware of the style, of the sound, of your limitations in terms of what you can bring as far as the stage is concerned. Adding the horns to me was a great idea because it livens up the whole vibe of their stage show. They're not gonna be a band that's gonna have fucking pyro going off all over the place. That's not who they are, and they're not gonna be a band that has like belly dancer coming on stage or anything like that. Even though that would be kind of cool. But anyways. It's just not who they are. So you got to do something that matches the essence of who you are as a band, matches your sound. So the deer horns or moose horns or whatever the fuck those are, I think that's fucking cool. That was really cool. But the moment you start moving around and you bring the vocals in, your eyes suddenly are not just focused on one place. They're kind of like drifting, moving around, drifting. And I think that creates a much better energy from an audience point of view, creates a much better energy live because the songs themselves tend to, like mush along. It's not like you have, a blay here and there with some crazy breakdowns. Once again, that's not who they are. So you need to create some movement wherever it is that you can create it and add quality to it. And I think this is a perfect example of that. You have Thomas moving to the side, you have Laurie coming into the middle mic, and then the two of them going at it one after the other. I thought that was really, really cool. It adds more energy. It gives them a chance to move around too. So I think it's great. I think it's great. I think this video is great from that point of view. It gives you an idea of what it is to see Wolfheart live. And if you're in Europe, you can go see it in person. So check out their social media, check out their Facebooks, Instagrams, all of their social media stuff, and you'll find out all the dates for their European tour, like I said, with Before the Dawn of Solace and Hinayana. Fuck, that would be crazy if it was all three bands.
Before the Dawn of Solace.
Oh, fuck. Imagine that. Dawn of Solace, Before the Dawn, Wolfheart, and then, what was it that I said? Heart of Dawn or Dawn of Solace of the Heart?
Solace of the Heart.
Solace of the Heart. Fuck.
Before the Dawn of Solace sounds like another band, though.
Before the Dawn of... Yeah, it's a mashup.
It's like you have Dawn of Solace, but this is before.
Yeah, it's like the prequel.
The prequel, yeah.
It's the prequel. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. We'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.